And we're live.
We're live. We're ready.
We're ready.
Oh,
We're
sweet.
live.
Sick.
Dude.
Welcome.
Happy Friday.
Back. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Recording a day or two late, but I've had a busy week.
Let's be honest though, like
It's a good thing we waited though.
it is.
Yeah.
Because we had the backyard brawl last night.
Yep. And today some big news dropped.
Some
playoff.
News I didn't like.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, no.
I don't like it.
I'm not too excited. Well,
I was not excited about it.
I don't think it's a good idea.
No.
But we'll get into that.
Yeah.
So on today's plate, we got just college football starting back in general. Talk college.
We got some picks.
We got some picks to make.
Let's start with like last night. We'll recap. We'll kind of go into what the CFP news, maybe touch some NFL stuff. Marcus May got arrested, by the way, if you didn't see that.
I had a fantasy draft last night and the night before, so we'll talk. We'll dabble
roster.
in it. Yeah, I think I like both my rosters.
Ooh, we got another draft on Monday.
Yep, I got a draft Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm in 6 leagues.
How's that dynasty league coming?
They're all right. I need to look at it again because I like my running backs.
Okay.
Not too happy with my receivers.
Okay.
Quarterbacks are old.
Quarterbacks are old.
Yeah.
Interesting. Dude, I didn't even think about this. Michigan State's on right now. They're playing Western Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I forget since like it's start, like there's some Friday games too. And then Indiana's playing Illinois right now. And hot take, Illinois is going to win. But we can dive into that later.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Never know.
Interesting take.
Never.
Fighting Illini.
Fighting a line. Okay.
Lovey Smith soul.
Good old Lovey. Good old Lovey days.
Got fired and then got an NFL job.
Which he shouldn't have gotten, but we can.
But we've discussed this before.
Yeah. We
won't get back into that.
We've gone into that a little bit.
Yeah.
So if you're here, smash the like button. Drop us some comments. We love questions. We're pretty good with them. Hunter loves questions.
Yep.
So if you're over on Twitch or YouTube right now, drop us a sub too. That would really, really help. Other than that, Hunter, dude, let's dive into last night, man. That West Virginia game. Serious game.
Sorry, I thought I had to sneeze for a second there. Yeah, dude, that was a good game. I didn't watch till the second half. I was just getting updates because I was on my fantasy draft.
Yeah.
So at first it was, halftime. I think it was 10-10.
Mm-hmm. It was close all game. All game.
Yeah. Going into half, JT Daniels, I think, had 100-some yards and a touchdown. I was like, all right, sweet. Kidon Slovis had 100 yards. No TDs, no interceptions from either of them, though.
Mm-hmm. Until
that one doesn't count. Not like, anyways. So draft ended just as halftime started.
Yeah.
So I went straight to my dad's house because he's from West Virginia. So he's a big West Virginia fan.
I honked at him the other day, and I think he had a West Virginia shirt on.
Nice.
I was going to text you.
Nice.
He waved.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. So we were watching the game. When I got there, it was 17-10. I was like, all right, look at West Virginia.
It was a one-score game pretty much the whole game.
It was. The whole time.
West Virginia got up by a score and a half, I believe. Was it Pitt?
So it was 17-10, and then it was 17-17, and then 24-17, then 24-24, and then 31-24. And then
I thought it was 34-24 at one point. I thought it was. I don't know.
You're right.
I thought one of them got up a score and a half, and then a mistake happened, and I was like, "Yo, we're literally pulling away, and this shit happened." I thought it was West Virginia, but I could be mistaken.
Well, because it was 10-10 at half, so they both had the field goals there, and then 17-10.
Okay, it was 24-31.
Yeah.
Okay, 24-31. Okay, yep, that was one score, and then 31-31.
Because I remember West Virginia was up 1.
Yeah.
And then they were down 1, and then they were up 1, and then they lost by 1.
Dude, it was going back and forth all game.
Yeah.
But first of all, let's talk about JT Daniels for a second.
He looked good.
He didn't look bad.
If West Virginia's O-line was just a smidge better, they would have won that game.
There was a decent amount of pressure on him.
It was, their D line, they were really putting pressure on the whole game. I did not expect that. And Pitt's running backs, number 6, Hammond, He was running pretty good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Very
He was
good.
good all game.
Dude, he was a monster all game long. I was like, damn, they're gonna ride him all year.
Yeah, because I think they were saying going into the game, there wasn't a set starter,
Mhm.
but he kind of set.
He set the tone.
He
as
really
that
kind
guy.
of set the tone as the #1 guy there.
Yeah. Nah, dude, he looked really, really good. But other than that, the game ended in a absolute horrible way.
Yeah, dude. Well, for one, West Virginia was up 1 score.
Mhm.
It was 4th and 1. And instead of just going for it, they just ran the clock out, tried to get them to jump. So took the 5-yard penalty and punted it. Gave them the ball back there up by 1. So of course Pitt ties it up.
Rightfully so.
Is that right? Yeah. Pitt ties it up. And then they went up by 1. And then West Virginia gets the ball back, driving down, and then throws it to their #1 receiver, who this dude is he's 6'4", 225, Mike Evans. And he has
massive guy.
Pretty good balls.
Yep.
Pretty good catches.
Hit him.
And I think he had 2 touchdowns, 100-something yards that game. Pretty good. But the ball literally was right in his hands right here, and it just popped out. And as soon as that guy broke 1 tackle, I was like, he's literally gone back.
He's gone.
He's gone back.
Yep.
6. It's nuts.
It was honestly really, really sad to watch. For it being a great game, the entire game, for that ending, and it was not JT Daniels' fault at all.
Not at all. He played great. I was really surprised.
Dude, ball hit the guy right here. Right here.
Literally.
You couldn't ask for better ball placement at that time. And he was pretty open. The DB was it's a case 3 or 4 yards back.
Yeah, I think it's a case of he started to run before he caught.
He was already turning to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that happens. But it happens.
And then final play of the game. Well, I guess not final. Well, basically final play of the game. West Virginia 4th down, deep pass, receiver catches it.
Oh,
doesn't catch it. Whatever. I hate to say it, but it really. I don't think it was a catch.
It wasn't a catch, but I've seen it ruled a catch before.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I was like, when I saw it live, I was like, that's a catch. That looks like a catch.
Yeah.
And then I saw the replay and I was like, touches that ground. But I've seen those called catches before.
Yeah.
And I was because I think Georgia had a catch like that against Florida,
and
they didn't overturn it.
Nope.
And on the field, they called it a catch.
They did.
So they had enough evidence to overturn it, not just stand it.
Yeah.
So I was like,
because the way he caught it, I think he caught it, but it moved on the ground, it touched the ground too
sliding.
much.
It was literally sliding right on the ground.
Yeah.
I felt bad for him.
Yeah.
But it would have been a touchdown, wouldn't it? Or at least on the 1.
On the 1.
Yard line. Yeah.
On the 1, because it was 4th down and they had 30 seconds left. Also, and then the freaking coach.
The clock management. No. I want to talk clock management. Okay. He gets sacked. There's a minute 10, minute 20 on the clock.
Yeah.
He's 2 timeouts. Didn't even use 1.
Nope.
Does he use 1? Hunter, I'm sitting here. I think I even texted you and I was like, absolute horrific.
Clock management, yeah.
Because he got sacked back to the 40.
I think this game low key puts Neil Brown on the hot seat because I think he's.
I mean, you follow West Virginia a lot more than I do.
Yeah,
but you think so?
Just a little bit, because my dad pointed out, because he watches more than I do. He's way too he's a little too conservative.
Okay.
To be a Power 5 coach, it seems so far. I'm not going to put the verdict out as just a conservative coach, but that game was very conservative the way he called it and did everything. But then also what I was going to say, after the 4th down touchdown 1 yard line pass was ruled incomplete.
Yeah,
Pitt needed to run the clock out, and they called a timeout. That's not how that works. If you're Pitt and you're up, you call a timeout. Just to rub it in the other team's face.
Not if you're losing.
Not if you're losing. What you're embarrassing your own players.
Yeah.
That's just that part right there. That I was like, why? What's the point?
Yeah.
Just use it.
Dude, it was
not vacation days. You don't got to use it or lose it. It's timeout.
It was honestly hilarious watching it.
Well, I guess you got to use it or lose it, but it's not. I mean, in that.
Well, you don't have to use it.
You don't have to use it.
Yeah, it doesn't carry over to the next game or anything. Like, come on.
It's ridiculous.
I was shocked watching it.
Yeah.
But another news. So, UCF. By the way, I want to point this out. I could not find UCF on TV.
Yeah, because they played like. I don't even know who they played.
That shit was on ESPN Plus.
Mm.
Wasn't even on the real ESPN.
Mm.
So I just want to make it known.
Imagine.
What does poverty look like not being on national television?
The Bright House Network Stadium. That's what poverty looks like.
They tried to get Elon Musk to like call it like the SpaceX Stadium or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they're in Orlando near Cape Canaveral.
Yeah, the closest.
Canaveral. Yeah.
I think it'd be cool, but Elon does not seem interested.
On UCF.
Otherwise,
I think he'd rather have the naming rights to an NFL stadium.
He could go buy the NFL.
Well,
he could buy the Dallas Cowboys right now.
Yeah, he could buy an NFL team. He should buy the Commanders.
He could buy the Commanders and like rename them like the Spacemen. Something like stupid.
The Space Commanders.
The Space Commanders. That's a team I would watch.
The Star Commanders.
Star Commanders.
That one's kind of cool.
I like that.
That one's kind of dope.
I like that. That's not bad. But yeah, so UCF, obviously they played really well. I think Gus Malzahn was one of the best coaching hires ever. I've talked about that many, many times. Surprisingly, Bowman's not on the depth chart.
Really?
Really?
How's that?
No idea.
Interesting.
Yeah. Also, Lorenzo Lingard isn't on Florida's depth chart.
Really?
Hot take. I told my brother, I was like, we always choose a breakout player for the University of Florida every year.
Right.
I was like, breakout player? Trevor Etienne.
I think so too.
Yep.
That's a good call.
Yep. I was like, Trevor Etienne, by far. Will break out, and Lorenzo Lingard didn't make the roster. Well, not the roster, but the depth chart.
That's interesting. I wonder why.
You know who's number one?
Montrell Johnson?
Naquan Wright.
Really?
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I really thought he's a captain for the game.
Is he a captain?
Yeah, the captains are
so is Ventrell.
AR, Ventrell, Gervon, and Naquan.
Gervon's massive though.
Yeah.
Dude, massive guy. But UCF, so they had a very infamous punt. They didn't punt. It was who they were playing. I forgot who they were playing.
Hey, I don't remember who they were playing.
Bishop Sycamore stuff.
Yeah.
But these guys, it's like 4th and 16. Okay, the last thing they're gonna do is fake punt. 4th and 16. I mean, if you're desperate, punt it or fake it. Come on, punt the ball.
Come on.
What's this guy do? Hunter.
He fakes it.
Hunter. He grabs this ball, fakes it, runs like how many yards? So it's 4th and 16. He probably got 12 to 13 yards, and he punted it.
Yeah.
So he was a good 3 or 4 yards away from the first down. Probably would have gotten the first down.
Because it looked like he was about to make it, and there was one guy in front of him.
Yeah.
So he got scared and punted it. But, like, there was a guy coming to block him.
Yes. And if anything, it would have just been like a little brawl, and they would have fallen forward for the first down. Like, he literally could have just fallen forward and would have gotten the first down, I bet.
Yeah.
But he punted it. And I thought I watched that and I was laughing for a solid
SC State. South Carolina State?
South Carolina State?
Yeah, South Carolina State.
Okay.
Their quarterback. 5 for 15, 42 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Thanks.
Very interesting.
Well, it's cool though. So for the Pitt, West Virginia, this is the first time they played in 11 years.
Okay.
This was the highest attendance of a backyard brawl. I think in Pitt, maybe not backyard brawl because maybe West Virginia had more once, but in Pitt sports history.
That stadium was rocking.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome to see. I wish it was like at the end of the season because it's a rivalry game.
Yeah.
It should be that way. It sucks the conference realignment works the way it is, but
I didn't realize the history behind the Backyard Brawl
yeah, dude.
until I looked it up, and
It's like a top 5 rivalry.
But I guess they started playing against each other in the 1800s.
They did, yeah.
And it had to do with like West Virginia being like coal miners or something, and Pitt being like the steel city, right?
Yep.
So it was like the coal miners versus the steel guys, and it was this massive like competition.
Yeah,
and I was like, wow, it's cool reading that history.
Yeah, that's badass. It's really cool. That the biggest game that I remember at least was I think is 07.
Okay.
The crazy college football year.
Yeah.
West Virginia was number 2 in the nation, undefeated. Last game of the year, Pittsburgh. Rich Rodriguez had already accepted the job in Michigan, and so he didn't say it, but maybe he did. But every West Virginia fan, he says he purposely lost that game. We lost to unranked Pitt, and because West Virginia was on their way to a national championship.
Yeah,
and I'm assuming Rich Rodriguez in his head is like, well, shit, why am I going to go win a national championship with this team when I'm about to go to another team to try and do the same thing?
To give it away?
And then West Virginia went and beat Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl with their special teams coach. And then they hired him as their head coach, and he was just terrible. And then they brought in Daniel Holgerson, and that's when they had Geno Smith and Tavon Austin. And I remember the last year they were in the Big East, they played Clemson in the Orange Bowl, and that's when they blew them out 70-33.
God damn.
Yeah, that was badass.
Well, lots of cool history with that. Yeah. Definitely didn't think about that. Did you get a chance to turn on the Penn State Purdue game?
No, but I saw a bunch of that looked like it was a good ass game.
Final score 35-31.
Oh yeah.
Let's be honest. Penn State. Come on, man. You gotta do better than that.
They do.
Not knocking Purdue, but I'm just saying you got to be better. Tennessee absolutely destroyed Ball State. I think it was like the first drive they literally got a pick six.
Yeah, Tennessee, one of their players was signing autographs in the third quarter because they were blowing them out already.
So the thing I don't like about that though, Hunter, it's Ball State, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Sign an autograph. Come on, bro.
No, I agree.
Come on. Let's be real. Dude, looks like we got a viewer over on Twitch right now.
Hell yeah. We've always had one viewer on Twitch the last, 3-4 weeks we've been doing this?
Literally.
What's up, guy?
What's up, man? Drop us a like, little comment. Wouldn't hurt. So yeah, that's it for about games. Do you want to go picks or you want to talk about the news? We do either or.
Let's go picks, just because we're talking games.
Okay.
So let's talk games. Let's keep talking games.
So we're gonna go down the line, right?
Right.
All right. Hold on. Let me go.
You want to do like score or just like winner or?
We'll do winner loser, and then.
You want to talk the over under?
No. For top games, we'll do pick. We'll do scores for the top games.
Okay, I got you.
All right. So 8M Sam Houston.
Sam Houston, they got a good game this year. They got a good quarterback out of the transfer portal. I don't know. Texas A&M.
A&M's absolutely gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Colorado State versus Michigan.
Oh,
Michigan will win.
Jim McElwain's on. Yeah, Michigan will win.
He's with Central Michigan now.
That's
where he was from. Yeah. All right. Cincinnati, Arkansas.
See, now this game is it's sneaky good because
very good.
Cincinnati coming off a playoff, which is crazy.
Shouldn't have been there, but we can get in that discussion later.
Well, they earned it.
Okay. They got the smoke. They got the smoke. Daddy showed.
Well, they didn't get the smoke any less than Michigan got it, or the Notre Dame got the year before, Michigan State the year before, or Washington the year before.
Yeah. We need to talk about that Manti Te'o documentary, by the way.
Yeah, okay.
Have you watched that yet?
No.
Son of a bitch. You know what? Hunter will go watch any fucking movie except any sports stuff. Come on.
I listened to an interview. I haven't seen that movie yet.
Come on. That's like a top five movie.
I've seen sports movies.
The Little Rascals.
I haven't seen that one.
Okay. You haven't even seen that one?
Yeah.
The Mighty Ducks?
I haven't seen that.
God.
I want to watch it. I just haven't got around to it.
We're going to do a live episode.
Remember the Titans? Great movie.
That's that competes for number one.
Yeah, exactly.
We Are Marshall.
That one.
Okay, Matthew McConaughey.
Mhm.
Classic.
Mhm.
Classic.
Have I seen it? No, I haven't seen that one.
Oh.
What's the one where Mark Wahlberg walks onto the Eagles?
I don't remember that one.
It's like Invincible or something.
Okay. Is it a newer sports movie?
No. It's like 10, 15 years ago.
Mark Wahlberg?
Mark Wahlberg walks on.
It's not the other guys.
No, not
I don't know that one. Mark Wahlberg.
Invincible. Yeah.
Invincible? Okay, I haven't seen that one.
It's a based on a true story. It's a Disney movie. Oh wow.
Okay. Disney movie. Good old
Based-
Disney.
Oh wait. Vince Papale.
Papale.
Dick for meal.
Interesting. All right. So, Hunter, let's keep going.
Came out in 06.
06.
Yeah.
4-1-9
Anyways.
championship.
Yeah.
Cincinnati, Arkansas. What do you
Right.
think?
So this is an interesting one because I think Arkansas definitely wins.
Arkansas is going to win.
Cincinnati. It sucks they got to play such a good game at first because I think they'll bounce back a little bit from. I think they'll bounce back from this loss.
Okay.
They'll probably go like 9-3. I'm guessing because you got to think they lost their quarterback.
They did.
And they lost their star corner back. Both corners, I think. So, yeah, no, they're going to lose this game. But
honestly, Arkansas could probably line up and run the ball the entire game.
Yeah.
I think they could.
Yeah.
Their quarterback, I can't think of his name for the life of me right now.
Oh, he's good.
Super fast.
Mhm.
He's quick.
Yeah.
He's quick. I remember seeing him last year, and I was like, give that kid a year, and he's going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch out for Arkansas.
Really yeah. All right. Going down the list, USC, Rice. USC is going to win that one.
Mhm.
Still think USC is a little overhyped at 14.
Yeah, I want to see it before I believe it.
You ain't lying. Notre Dame, Ohio State, 7:30 game.
All right, so I think Ohio State is like, I don't know where Notre Dame is getting any hype at all because I think Ohio State is gonna like embarrass them.
Who in the media keeps putting out?
Like I think Ohio State's gonna win by like 4 to 5 touchdowns.
You think they're gonna blow them out?
I think it'll be like
shit.
49,
I guess like
52 to like 17.
2 or 3 touchdowns.
Is this one of the games we're gonna score? Because I got a score projection.
Go score.
It's gonna be like 52 to 17.
Shit.
That's my score. 52 to 17.
You are not bought in on Notre Dame.
Not at all. They're terrible.
I mean, Notre Dame is way overhyped. Let's be honest, way overhyped. I don't know if they're gonna get that blown. I was thinking like a 34-17.
52.
52. God damn. You know what banner I'm gonna run for that? The hot take banner.
Go ahead. It's gonna happen.
It's rolling right now. That hot take banner is rolling right now. Hot take on the Whistle podcast right here. Hunter is picking, what did you say, 54?
52.
52, 17.
They're only going to need to settle for one field goal.
Holy shit.
Maybe 55 to 17.
Look, I mean, I'm not opposed. I do think they're way overhyped.
Yeah.
I don't know who in the media is giving them any credit at all. But whatever. All right. Damn, that's a pick right there, bud. All right, next one. Let's go to that Oregon-Georgia matchup on 3:30.
This is going to be a good one because I didn't realize till a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oregon's head coach is Georgia's defensive coordinator from last year, Dan Lansing.
Yeah.
Lanning?
I don't know.
Like that.
Yeah.
But their head coach is Oregon's former defensive coordinator. So I think he's going to be run the program a little differently than Oregon's used to. I think it'll be good. Kind of similar to Oklahoma getting Brent Venables.
Which isn't going to work out.
We'll see. Well, the only reason I say we'll see is because Bob Stoops was a defense coordinator for Florida, went to Oklahoma, won a natty.
But I also think it was easier to be a defensive head coach 10 years ago.
The game has changed, yeah.
It's evolved.
So we'll see.
It's evolved. But all right, Georgia, Oregon. Who's the winner? What's the score?
Also, you got to remember Bo Nix is Oregon's quarterback.
I forgot about that.
I think Georgia wins, but I think it's close.
Okay.
So I think Georgia regresses a little bit this year. I mean, like, I think they might still make the playoff,
But you think it's gonna be close?
but they're not going to like win a natty.
I think Stetson Bennett is gonna have a mediocre game.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're gonna be missing some pieces, so it's gonna be closer than you think.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a close game, but it's going to come down to
34-28.
Georgia just has it. I like that.
34-28.
I think Georgia just has a better defense, and that just
They have a lot better defense.
Yeah.
And they will Muschamp.
Mm-hmm.
Who is their DC now? It's not Will.
It's not Will.
It's not Will. Because I remember I was like, dude, Will Muschamp's just going to become the defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Let me check. Let me check right now.
I think Georgia's going to win, but I'm going to say that it's going to be.
Of course, you look up and it says Dan Lanning. Well, I know it is Dan Lanning.
Sports research. Trying to think of a score.
You don't have a score yet? Think of something. Co-defensive coordinator.
I think Georgia wins 31-24.
31-24. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
31-21. 31-21.
Okay. Will Muschamp is co-defense coordinator, by the way.
31-23.
23?
Yeah.
Is there a safety in there or something? 2 field goals? How many field goals?
2 touchdowns, 3 field goals.
3 field goals. Damn.
Well, I just think Georgia's defense.
Yeah.
I think Oregon will get down there, but Georgia,
they won't get in the red.
They won't be able to.
They'll get in the red, but not get in the end zone.
That's why.
I get what you're saying. All right. Last game. Spread on this one is 2. Florida versus Utah in the swamp. ESPN gives Florida a 52% chance of winning.
That's crazy that ESPN gives Florida a better chance of winning, yet Utah is favored by 3. Or I don't know. It keeps changing. It's gone from 2.5 to 3.5 to 3, 1.5.
It's going to be interesting. What are you thinking?
I think it's very similar to the West Virginia Pitt game.
Okay.
Florida being West Virginia.
It's just going to be close.
Yeah, because I think it's going to be close the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's my thought process, and this is kind of my thought process for Florida as for the whole season.
Okay.
So, ESPN just came out and they ranked the top the top rosters, the most talent in the nation.
Okay.
And Florida's 12th.
Okay.
So obviously, we should be a pretty good team. But if we got a good coach,
should be up there.
Napier's coach that we think he is, and they would coach him the way he should, you got to think. When Dan Mullen came in, we were 4-7 the year before, or 4-8. One of those. After a 4-win season. Dan Mullen came in as a good coach with all this talent that just won 4 games last year and won 10 games. So I think Napier.
Keep in mind though.
What? We had a worse quarterback.
Yeah, we did.
Much worse. So.
It's so mean.
Felipe Franks, he's a fucking tight end now.
He's on an NFL roster, motherfucker.
He's a tight end.
He made the roster, though. I am so proud of that guy.
Yeah, good for him.
I mean, good for him.
I didn't think he'd make it past his rookie year.
Literally, right?
You know, good for him.
Yeah.
I think it'll be close. I think Florida's going to actually have a really good year.
Okay. Who the fuck's going to win the game?
Utah.
Utah.
That's why I said it's going to be similar to.
Get that hot take banner rolling here.
I think Utah's going to win, but I think it'll come down to like the last quarter. But Utah's going to win because they have more returning players and just they're more. They don't have a new coach. They've all played together.
Yep.
That's why.
And they had Wingo.
Who does?
Utah.
No, they don't have Wingo. They have Diabate.
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 I always get those two mixed up.
Yeah, we still have Wingo.
We do have Lingo. Diabate is good.
I completely forgot about that till right now.
Yeah, and he's starting.
Yeah.
I think he's starting.
Now, all right, I hope we just blow them out.
Beat the brakes off of them.
Yeah.
So, one last question, and then I'll go into my take. Who has more to lose? Florida or Utah?
Utah.
Okay.
Most people expect Florida to lose. And if Florida it's a win-win for Florida, really. Unless we get blown out.
Yeah.
Or no, I think it's a win-win no matter what.
Okay.
Because if we get blown out, it's like, all right, so
it's the number 11 ranked?
They're the number
higher?
7 team. We're number 37. We're 30 teams. We're 30 behind them.
Yeah.
And we have a new coach. And they're returning most of their starters where they almost beat Ohio State in the Rose Bowl last year. So it's like, all right, so Florida is what we expected them to be. Maybe a little bit worse. If we lose close, then it's like, oh, Florida better than we thought. So maybe watch out for Florida later. If we win, it's like, holy shit. We're going to jump to like number 12, 13 in the rankings.
Oh, God, we should not jump to 12 or 13 in the rankings.
Well, we're going to.
Yeah. So
we'll be like 17, 18, Utah drop to the 20s.
I did read a take, or was listening to a take by Crane and Company. Jake Crane, they put out there, and one of them said that Florida has more to lose than Utah. And I was like I'm thinking to myself during this, I'm like, I highly disagree.
Yeah.
Like, Utah's ranked what, number 7?
Utah's more because they're like what I was just saying. They're ranked 7.
Yeah.
They're coming off a year where they almost won the Rose Bowl against Ohio State, and they're projected. Most people have them
in the playoff. Like, dude, Dan Mullen has Utah in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Think about that for a second.
Yeah. Pick Six Previews does.
He did
and
coach
they're pretty accurate.
He did coach.
He did coach Utah. Yeah, he did back in
the Urban Meyer days.
He coached
way back. Alex Smith.
Yep.
It's amazing when I remember things like that, and I'm just like, I remember that one.
Yeah.
He coached Alex Smith there.
Crazy.
And Alex Smith wasn't that good. He was pretty good. He won
first overall.
He won Will Greer, but yeah.
He went first overall. He's a little bit better than Will Greer.
Will Greer could win a natty. Should have won a natty. He was on fire at Florida. But all right, I'll dive into my take here. So Florida's going to win. Bottom line, it's going to be the swamp. It's going to be loud. I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be yelling. And when I'm there yelling, we're going to fucking win.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for this game.
I want Florida to win. I'm just, I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised if we do either.
Okay.
Because, like you said, the swamp, and then like I was in Florida, we could surprise people this year.
Big Boomer rated it, and that guy hates Florida.
Also, those I didn't realize until a couple of days ago. That was for the stadiums for week 1.
For week 1, okay.
Yeah.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
But Florida was ranked number 1, and that guy absolutely.
I blocked him on Twitter just because he always shits on Florida.
Hates
he has
Florida
going 6-6.
Losing to Vanderbilt.
They have Florida like getting blown out in 6 games.
Dude.
What?
Come on, guy. But yeah. I don't know. Florida's going to win, and I think AR is going to have a very good game. Not so much quarterback play, okay? Like pocket passer, that's not going to impress you. What's going to impress you is his legs.
Yeah.
I definitely think they're game planning for that. I'm sure Utah's like, fuck, we got to contain this guy.
Yeah.
Because we're going to send blitz. Like, whether you're sending a Mike, Sam, Willie, he'll pick it up. And if he sees a lane, he's running. And he'll get you 10, 15 yards, no problem.
Shay just replayed my snap.
If you didn't know the importance of sending Snapchats to the correct people, the correct group chat, it matters. Because Hunter sent, who looks like what'd you say? A lubed up cock?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just randomly in one of our group chats after someone sent a photo of a cute puppy. And she said, I put in an application to adopt him. And he said, it looks like a looped up cock. The comedic timing on that was just so good.
I didn't even. Oh, jeez.
It was good, man.
My friend Snapchatted me. And it was raining outside, and he said he had to run to his car. He said, raining outside got me running to my car looking like a looped up cock. And then, he said feeling like a looped up cock. And then
he's bald.
And he is bald. Yep. So I responded and I said, looking like one. But I said, I'm looking like a looped up cock, But I accidentally sent it to the group chat with Clay and some of our other friends, some of whom are women.
Yeah. Yeah.
Half of them are. And in that chat, we were talking about our friend of ours was looking at puppies to adopt, and she just sent pictures. And my response was that
it looks like looped up.
And then I followed it up with a Snapchat that just said, "Oh," and all capital letters, and me going like this because me and Cody have back and forth. Say something controversially funny, we'll just go, "Ow!"
All I know, I was sitting on the couch and I opened that and I was like, what the fuck is Hunter saying right now? Like, I was like, did I just read that right? I was crying. But
Classic.
Anthony Richardson's gonna win us this game.
Yeah, back to the game.
AR-15's got it.
I hope so, dude. What I really am looking for this year, though, is our receivers to step up.
Who do we even have at receiver?
So we've got Justin Shorter.
Frazier's.
Yep. Frazier's. Baby Hendo. Xavier Henderson.
Yep.
He's
a 5. Was he a 5-star? 4-star.
4-star.
4-star. Yep.
Ricky Purcell.
Mm-hmm.
Purcell. Trent Whitmore.
If he's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Zipper at that tight end.
Healthy.
Zipper's not the starting tight end, though.
Remember this transfer that we got a few years ago? Jordan Pouncey.
Yeah.
Like bottom of the depth chart. Came from Texas. What? He was like a 5-star or 4-star.
He was, yeah.
Crazy.
Dude, absolutely. Because it's Pouncey. That's the same.
Yeah, same as Pouncey.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep. It's going to be interesting. I'm very curious about our O-line game because Billy's going to try and establish the run. I'm pretty sure we're going to do a lot of read option where AR can take the ball and run just to play to his strength for sure.
Yeah.
So I don't expect to see anything downfield. I really don't.
No. Well, I think there'll be a little bit. I think he'll try and establish the run game, and then he'll try and surprise him with a few. Because I think AR, he has a good arm on him.
He's got a cannon.
He's got a cannon. As we saw last year, he can hit. He has an arm. He's a good quarter. He is a good quarterback. He can throw the ball.
Yeah.
So I think he'll establish a run game and then do a few here and there deep balls and catch him off guard.
We'll definitely be interested to see.
I'm really interested about the defense though too.
Mm-hmm.
Because my favorite part about watching Florida football is watching our defense.
Defense just destroy.
My favorite thing to watch is a good defense.
Yep.
Because it's just badass. When there was a good defense, like 2012 Florida, 2015 Florida, 2018 Florida, 18 or 19. What are those 2 years?
Wasn't the Marco Wilson year?
No.
He threw a shoe.
But like the year we had CJ Henderson, when he was going off, I love to watch it.
Played lights out.
Mm-hmm.
And he was undersized. Played lights out.
He's been playing lights out in the Panthers camp so far this year.
Baker's a starter.
Mm-hmm.
See how that goes.
It's better than Sam Darnold.
Yeah. I'd rather die with Baker Mayfield.
And an injured Matt Crow.
Yeah, and injured Matt Crow. Okay. The news broke. 2026. 12-team playoff.
Hold on. Is there not another big game? Isn't Alabama play someone? Or is that next week?
I do not think Alabama plays anyone big. If I'm missing a game, let me know.
Does Alabama even have a game?
Yeah.
I think, yeah. I don't even see it on the. Oh, Utah State. Okay, never mind. I think next week is one. Yeah, next week Alabama plays Texas. That's gonna be a good fucking game. Next week we play Kentucky. You know that?
Yes, and I'm scared.
Yeah, me too.
Because we could realistically start 0-2.
Yeah.
Technically.
I mean, we could potentially start 1-3. Anyways.
All right.
Yeah, that was the last big game. Sorry.
Okay, that was right.
Michigan State is up right now, 21-3 at half.
Oh, gosh. Of course.
Also, hold on.
Nope.
Oklahoma State last night, they only won 58-44 against Central Michigan.
Yep. Too close.
Yeah.
Very close.
Is that McElwain?
That is McElwain. The Chippewas. Yep.
Chippewas.
McElwain did have surgery or something, so I don't even know if McElwain was coaching that game. Because I remember he had to take time away from the program for a minute. Shit. What were we about to dive into? Oh, the playoff.
So today I get a notification.
Well, it's been stirring all week, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the rumors of the lingering playoff decision.
I've seen it, but I just kind of disregard it because it's been an ongoing suspension. So
for years
for
now,
the last few years. Yeah, but it's official now. They voted whenever the contract is up for the current playoff system.
Yep.
They will implement a 12-team playoff. Thoughts?
Don't like it. It's all about money.
Well, yeah,
it's all about money, and I don't disagree with more football games. I love football. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. But if we look at this right now, okay, think about this right now. Let's go to our rankings. We just take AP top 25. We're going to 12. OK State's in the playoff.
Huh.
Come on.
Notre Dame's in the playoff?
Notre Dame is in the playoff right now. Baylor would be in the playoff right now.
Baylor maybe.
NC State is at 13. Your first out is NC State? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get out, Hunter. Get out of here. It's stupid. It's dumb.
I like an expanded playoff. Yeah. I don't like 12.
Okay. I like 12.
I think they should have started small and just gone 6.
Huh?
Or 8. I think 10 would have been a good number.
10?
Because I really think there's a difference between the top 10.
There's a very big
11
difference.
through 15.
Yep.
Because a 12 will never win.
No, if you took last year, bro, Pittsburgh would be in it at 12.
Yeah.
Michigan State would be in it. Oklahoma State would be in it.
The only way I could see it.
Dude, Ole Miss would have been in it. They're not even in the same conversation as an Alabama, Michigan, or Georgia for last year. Cincinnati being the outside because they had to show them love politically. Bro, Baylor would have been in it. If you
Baylor was good last year.
Okay. You lined Baylor up against Texas A&M last year. Arkansas, Ole Miss.
I think Baylor wins most of those games.
You think so?
Yeah.
Neutral site.
Yep.
They would have been Ole Miss.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
You're on drugs.
Not currently.
Okay. Tomorrow night, yes.
No.
No?
I mean, drinking. Yeah.
Okay.
Not drugs though.
No
maybe
drugs.
some ibuprofen.
Okay. Some ibuprofen. But Hunter, I do not like it. I do not like it.
No, I don't like it either. I like I said earlier, I think the only way the 12 would kind of work to me is if you give the top 4 a bye week. I think if you give the top 4 a bye week, because there's no way a 12 is ever going to beat a 1. But a 12 could possibly beat a 5.
Potentially.
Happens all the time in college
if you're
basketball.
on neutral site.
Happens all the time in college basketball.
Basketball is a little different.
It's a little different, but still.
A little different.
It happens all the time. A 12 can beat a 5.
12 can beat a 5. If we're looking at that now, Pitt would have played Notre Dame.
If we're doing how I just said,
from last year, yep.
I think Pitt would have won that game.
Pitt would have played very well.
Right.
And Notre Dame's always overhyped.
Right. All right. So who? All right. This was the end.
Don't go in the search history.
This was the. Okay. All right. If they do it like that, Notre Dame and Pitt, I think they would win. Ohio State, Utah, they played actually in the Rose Bowl. Ohio State won narrowly.
Barely.
All right, so Ohio State wins that game.
Okay.
Michigan State, Baylor, that'd be a tie game.
That'd be a good game.
I think Baylor would win, and then Ole Miss, Oklahoma State, that'd be a good game.
Ole
I think
Miss
Ole Miss will win.
Ole Miss would win that one, yeah.
So then you have Pitt playing Bama, Ole Miss playing Michigan, Georgia playing Baylor, and Ohio State, Cincinnati.
That's a lot of games. I mean, I love the idea of more college football.
Yeah, I do too, because I think it's short.
I think it's purely a money play.
Yeah.
They're catering to that like non-power 5 being able to get in. So
right.
They only have to attain 12.
Right.
Which
the only thing
they could get up there.
The only thing about it though is I don't think it, because the thing with college football right now is like you lose one game, it's possibly detrimental to your season.
Yes.
Like you can still make the playoffs.
It's tough to make it up though.
But it's tougher.
And it matters how you lose.
It matters how and matters when.
Yes.
If it's late, you lose weeks 1 through 4, 1 through 5, and you win out and you win your conference, you can probably make it.
Yep.
You lose week 9, 10, you lose to week 10, 11, 12.
Unless it's a very highly ranked game.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah.
Very tough.
So the thing now is like you can lose. I don't think it devalues regular season that much because I think teams still, you want a higher seed. You're still going to want a higher seed.
Of course.
So
because it gives you a better advantage.
Better advantage.
Yep.
The only thing is I think it devalues conference championships.
It does. It definitely devalues conference championships.
Because it's like, all right, I'm going to go to the conference championship. Oh, we lost. Well, I was just ranked 3. I'm just going to drop to what, 10? Who cares?
That's true. I didn't think about it. But on the flip side of that, if you look at it from like the SEC perspective,
that's the only way I'm looking at it.
If you lose the SEC,
you're fine.
You're still going to make it.
Yeah.
Whereas like dude, if you look at it 2 years ago, Florida would have made the playoffs.
Yep.
With Kyle Trask.
Yep.
And those guys like.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
They wouldn't have played as hard against Alabama because it's like we're already a lock for the playoffs.
Right.
I mean, not to say
okay, so I think it devalues the SEC championship just because the playoff now with 12 teams, you could literally see 4 SEC teams there.
Yeah.
The 2 SEC
division
winners.
You could see 4 to 5 SEC teams in that playoff.
Yeah, because think about it. Whoever's rocking at each side, say it's Georgia and Bama, or Georgia and Texas A&M, or Bama and Florida. Whoever it is, if they go undefeated or lose one game, they're going to be top 4 team.
Yep.
But whoever the second team is, whether it be Georgia or Florida, or whether it be Texas A&M or LSU, if they only lose 2 games, they're going to be 9 through 12. So whoever loses the SEC championship, that's just going to drop to just a few below. So you can see 4 there. And then if there's a third team who's only lost 2 games, and those 2 games are the 2 SEC.
I was about to say, keep in mind those 2 games. Yeah, they would have been like a loss to an Alabama.
Yeah,
or like a loss to Georgia.
If you're Tennessee, your only losses of the season are Florida and Alabama, but you beat Georgia.
Solid case to make it.
But Georgia's only loss is Florida and Tennessee. They're a 2-loss team. That's 3 SEC East teams right there that should be in it.
Yeah.
Same can be said for the SEC. SEC West is much more possible.
Yeah.
Much more plausible.
But that's not going to happen with the Big Ten.
No, because the Big Ten is 4 teams, 3 teams, 2 teams, 1 team.
Depends on the year.
Depends on the year. It's 1 team every year. Ohio State.
And they'll always push Ohio State for sure.
Right.
In Michigan, if Michigan's looking good, they should have fired Harbaugh by now. But that's another conversation.
Yeah.
Well, Hunter, we're pushing an hour.
Right.
What are you gonna say to the people? Football is back.
Football is back.
Like
in full swing.
Yes. We're ready for it.
Football is back. I can't wait to get up to Gainesville tomorrow morning.
It's gonna be good.
I can't wait to wake up tomorrow morning. Wake up, walk out of my No. He's got to work. I can't wait to just walk out of my apartment here in Lakeland and just smell the air. It's just different.
Football's back.
And once I get into Gainesville and park and step out, walk up to the tailgate, have my first sip of beer.
We're not tailgating tomorrow.
No?
Nah.
We're tailgating for a little bit, but then we're just gonna try and get in some shenanigans.
Too hot. We're just gonna drive up, chill
Yeah.
the bar. Because the only thing I hate about tailgating, right, is like you miss that 3:30 game slot too.
Right.
Like what I hate about tailgating, like late games, you miss those early games.
What do you mean miss them? Like not watch them?
Yeah. Like I won't watch them or anything. So just better to go to a bar, eat some wings.
We have a TV at our tailgate.
Some boneless wings. We usually have a TV, but for our tickets, I'm taking the guy that usually brings a TV. I'm taking his tickets. Well, so
that's different then.
Yeah, it's a little different. But I'm hyped. Nonetheless, gonna drink a little bit, have a good time.
Yep. Yep. We're leaving here around 7:30. We'll get up there around 9.
No, I'm not leaving
till late, but
it's late.
Last year we went up for the
God.
Whoever we played first game, I don't even remember.
I'm not leaving till like 12.
That's all right. Last year we left at 6:30.
Drink all day.
You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. It's just a fact.
That's a fact.
Last year we left at 6:30.
God damn. I still have to get some work done.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Oof, got some work to do.
Pushing off my work till Monday.
Yeah. It's nice.
Probably Sunday too.
Hopefully in like 3 or 4 weeks I can just month off.
That's true. Gone. Up in Maine. Eating lobster.
Yep. That's the goal.
Yep.
If it happens.
Yep.
It happens.
Yep. But
yeah. Well,
I cannot wait.
I know. I'm hyped, man.
So excited, bro.
So we missed one. Florida State LSU. God, you were right. There's one more.
That's what I thought. And Clemson, Georgia Tech.
LSU's gonna win.
Yeah. I think it'd be close though.
Be close to anything.
But I don't think it'll be close because Florida State's good. I think it's gonna be close because LSU's not as good as people think.
Correct. They're not gonna be great.
Yeah. Because Florida State, they'll be all right. Because they've gradually gotten one game better every year.
I saw Norvell has like a worse record than what Taggart had after 4 years or 3 years, whatever it was. But the difference to me,
I think the difference is what Taggart was left with and what Norvell was left with.
Like Taggart took a team from here, down.
Yeah,
Norvell's been like slowly inching his way up.
Yeah,
I mean, he was left with some trash.
He left it a mess, dude.
It was bad.
I don't feel bad at all because fuck Florida State, but
it was bad.
Yeah,
you can.
I mean, they're not even my least favorite Florida rival, but fuck them.
Who's your least favorite? UCF.
Georgia. Okay. UCF. Shut the fuck up. Georgia, LSU, Florida State, Tennessee.
That's not even a rival.
What?
UCF.
No, it's not.
We
play them in 2 years, though. We're gonna beat them.
We're gonna beat the brakes off them. Yep.
Yeah.
We'll beat the brakes off them for sure.
Yeah.
We'll kill them. All right. Well,
all right, man.
That's about it.
We got a movie to get to.
Yeah, it's your movie.
Spider-Man re-release.
Boom.
With 11 minutes of extra stuff. It's like one of my favorite movies ever. So
okay. Dope. Awesome, man. Well, we'll see y'all back here next week. Don't forget, drop a like and sub our Twitch guy. Bro,
shout out.
Comment. Come on. What are we doing? Drop it. This will be posted up on the podcast. Hopefully tomorrow. I can probably get it up tomorrow. It'll be Saturday. So you'll be listening to a Saturday podcast. So we'll come back next week, talk about how our picks went, and we didn't talk
NFL at all.
Dude,
that's all right. Too much college going on. It's college week. Next week we'll get the NFL.
So much going on right now, guys.
We might see about doing two episodes next week.
Okay, I'm down.
A Monday college one and then NFL preview one.
Let's do it. We'll talk about it. All right, y'all take care. We'll see y'all back here next week.
All right.
Podcast.
See you guys.
Peace.